shot of the Australian.
Secondary question.
Did Faletau hang on to the ball as he slid over the line? Has he just scored his first test try? That's a try. Wales are ahead. Toby Faletau has just made himself a hero.
No reason you can award the try.
Thanks very much.
And it has to be said, it's deserved. It's not out of the blue. Just talking about the back row. The Welsh back row have been immense. Well, there's been immense performances all around the Welsh team tonight. But he certainly stood up to be counted. And a South African team now which have to respond.
Oh, what a story for Toby Faletau, the Newport Gwent Dragon, just his fourth cap. A dozen years ago his dad was representing Tonga in the '99 World Cup. His little son has just done something they will remember for the rest of their lives.
Could that be the moment?
You knew James Hook wouldn't let them down. If ever a team deserved a 7-point score, it's Wales, and they've got one through Faletau.
Just simple play. South Africans at 6s and 7s in defence. Simple try.
Right, what's the message now, Phil? You've taken the lead for the first time against the world champions. What are the instructions that the likes of Sam Warburton and the team leaders have got to get out?
Just keep doing exactly the same. Don't change your game plans. Listen to the messages coming on the field. Get your basics absolutely spot on.
Two and two.
A glimpse of Guthrie Steenkamp, who's come on for Phil's nemesis, Tendai Mtuawira. Steenkamp on in the front row as South Africa try to re-energise themselves, and goodness me, they need to.
Backwards they are.
Pierre Spies is going backwards at the moment. Fourie de Prier, what are the world champions made of? They've not played together much in recent times, and when they have, they've been searching for themselves in the Tri-Nations, and Wales have won it back, and it is Faletau who's won it back for them.
Hold forwards. Yes.
Ball that will come down with a question mark on it, and Habana failed to provide the answer.
You're in front of the mark. Hey, relax.
We're in Wellington, but it's feeling more and more like Wales.
I can give them a scrum for being in front of the mark.
Everything is just raised up a bit. They're all getting a little bit edgy. Things not quite happening now for the South Africans. Sam Warburton again, getting over the ball, putting his head into places which are not nice.
And a mention as well for Alan Wynne-Jones, who was part of that tackle. Always knew what Alan Wynne-Jones could provide, you know as well as anybody. Lions tourist, but he is having one of the nights of his life.
Absolutely, lucky enough to have toured with Alan Wynne and a lot of the Welsh guys on the Lions tour in 2009. I have to say they all impressed me. Jamie Roberts, Mikey Phillips.
Okay, watch on please.
Willem Alberts has come on. Pierre Spies makes way. Alberts made his debut at the Millennium Stadium last autumn with an eye-catching performance. He needs one now, because it's Faletau and Wales who are in full flow. This is Roberts, this is magnificent from the Welsh. Roberts up to the line, it was lost forward. Oh, what a shame for Wales. Faletau is a man possessed at the moment.
Lost forward, scrummage, green ball.
South Africa have taken off their captain, John Smith's gone. What about this?
Just good, hard running. A South African dropping off a tackle. Doesn't happen very often. Just disappointing at the end. Rob Howley.
Pause. Engage.
Dupree to Steyn. Once again, though, it's Lydia trying to cut down the angle, making sure that the clearing kick from Steyn didn't go any further than it needed to do, knowing that Wales would have the next line out.
Well, that's the difference, isn't it? We talk about territory. It put the South Africans a lot of pressure, then suddenly good scrum from Wales, clearing kick, but Wales attacking just outside the South African 22. 16 points to 10 up. It's a big difference.
Adam Jones just telling Yanni du Plessis that it was a conversation that had nothing to do with him. Just him and Bennett making sure they got the call right. Charteris won it under some pressure. The Cornish-born dragon, 6'9" and 19 stones. Cornish and Welsh, the perfect combination, Phil. Viewed has a wry smile on his face. This is Priestland. The country of Wales should have an enormous one on its face at the moment, because it's been a while since they've played as well as this. This is breathtaking stuff. Jones to ground.
Cleared out.
Phillips to Williams to North. Hauled down by Brousseau, who has been fighting fires this evening. Williams again in some space, taken on by Priestland. This is Jonathan Davis. Every time Wales have the ball at the moment, they look like going through green holes, but South Africa win it back. And they need all the little glories that they can get at the moment, and Frans Steyn will hammer it for all he's worth deep into Welsh territory, but it's only found Williams. Oh, that hurt. It's fair to say South African fans around us in the Cape Tin showing some signs of concern. They're good judges, they're right to. Phillips needs to be careful. An hour gone in Wellington. Wales ahead by 6. The World Cup. That's all for later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All that matters now is Wales continuing to play like they've played in the first 60 minutes for the next 20.
Turnover. Turnover, more formed. Turnover, more formed.
Tell you one thing Wales won't lack for, and that's fitness. This is when all those sessions in that fridge at the training camp in Poland, the cryotherapy chamber, will begin to pay off, when the players were frozen to minus 140 degrees C for the longest 3 minutes of their lives. This is where those sessions will begin to be paid back.
That's when you're hurting on the field and you think you can't move, you think you can't get up anymore, the lactic acid in your legs, your big scrums, driving maws, and you think your body's screaming at you to stop. You've got to think back to training camps pre-season. I've had the pleasure of going to Poland, to the very same place, and it's not nice, but it allows you to train 3-4 times a day. And the Welsh, I have to say, look in fantastic shape.
Brian Habana won't be beating Joos van der Westhuizen's Springbok try-scoring record this evening. Francois Hougaard is on, the young pretender to Fourie du Preez at scrum half, but he's come on the wing. Peter de Villiers really shuffling his hand as he needs to. He's looking for inspiration, he's looking for fresh legs. It's been charged down. He's getting no change out of Wales at the moment. Frans Steyn. This is the new man Hougaard, hunted down by North on halfway. Ball's loose. Cleared away by du Preez. He goes Steenkamp. Winner in 2007. Heinrich Brousseau. This is Bismarck du Plessis, who is full of energy. No one yet is writing off these Springbok world champions. Everyone knows what they're capable of. It's just that we've not seen it yet so far this evening.
Backwards, thank you.
They all went backwards. They were enormously fortuitous. Dupree to Berger, tackled by Lydiate, who has not stopped all night.
Not hard again.
Houghard again. Dupree looking for space. Steyn, tackled by the try scorer Faletau.
Don't touch the ball, 5.
Jones did well to get away. And Rousseau is driven back. Most promising moments for South Africa for a while though, and Hook came across to make sure that the little chip through from Butch James found its way into touch.
South Africa just beginning to shift through the gears, realising the clock's ticking, they've got to do something. I think the bench has had an impact on that.
Ball won by Johan Muller, the Ulster captain. First test for him since he played against the Lions a couple of years ago. Welcome return for Belfast's favourite South African. This is Willem Alberts, who scored a try at the Millennium Stadium and really buzzed around when he came on for his debut, and this is looking ominous. Rousseau drives towards the line. Mornay Steyn. Ball seemed to go forward again. Wayne Barnes took his time.
6.
It did go forward, but Wales have conceded the penalty. Dan Lydiate in his urgency came in
Line's yours now,
from
fellas.
the wrong
Okay,
side.
line is yours. Line.
Well, up to this point, it's been about the Welsh in attack. Now it's about the defence that has been drilled by Sean Edwards in the build-up to this match.
All hands to pump, I think, are the words I'm looking for. South Africa just beginning to feel like they can get something here. Lydiate, the side entry there, easy one for the referee.
Charteris doing his best to intercept the ball. So shuttles the ball back to Bismarck du Plessis. It's a muscular effort. Dropped for Dupree. Mornay Steyn flings it wide to Francois Steyn. Houghard did well to deliver the ball back on the green side. Dupree. Again, the tackle made by Bennett. Selfless in defence. Willem Alberts, the latest to drive on, and then the try from Francois Houghard. And the replacements have combined for the box to bring them back in this match. And minutes after Toby Faletau scored his first test try for Wales, Houghard does likewise for his country.
South Africa starting to take momentum. Just simple plays, taking the ball up. Lovely sleight of hand there, just draw the defender. Shane Williams was looking to track across, he needed to get in the line there, big hole. Easy for South Africa, disappointing. But Wales need to get back at it.
Conversion was the simplest for Mornay Steyn, and South Africa regain the lead.
I don't think he'll ever score an easier try, will he?
1 second, you're just making a replacement.
Tito de Villiers made the changes as
Okay,
he
watch on.
had to, but fair's fair, Phil. Those changes have really made an impact. The likes of Bismarck du Plessis and Willem Alberts and try scorer Francois Houghard right at the centre of that fight back.
Take a step forward!
Time for Wales to shake things up a little bit as well. Can't imagine that Alan Wynne-Jones has got anything left in the tank. He's run himself dry. So Bradley Davis, the Cardiff Blue, is on to win his 25th cap.
It's the best I've seen Alan Wynne play, I think, actually, for a while. Been really putting himself about, controlled the line out particularly well. which is an area which we were worried about Wales coming into this competition.
Ball won at the back by the skipper Warburton. How much